Given the recent political upheaval in Ironforge, the gnomes have suddenly found themselves unwelcomed guests within the city. Leveraging their ingenious technologies and unquenchable spirit for adventure, the gnomes have begun to reevaluate their role within Cosmodan. Under the inventive leadership of High Tinker Gelbin Mechatork, the gnomes now plan a daring campaign against the barbarous Trogs to retake their former capital of Gnomeregan. With the odds stacked against them, the gnomes are counting on brave heroes such as you to stand and be counted. Your people's greatest hour draws near.
How goes it? This is Clumsy Whale, and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play WoW.
Pleased to meet you.
Pin down. My name is Nevin Twistwrench, and I'm the commander of the Survivor Assistance Facilitation Expedition, or SAFE. I don't know how you managed to survive the radiation down here, Clumsy Whale, but most of the others haven't fared so well. My team is rounding up the survivors, but the radiation-addled leper gnomes are too numerous for us to hold back much longer. They've lost their minds. If you're still strong enough to wield a weapon or cast a spell, would you mind? Where'd I get mind? Would you help us clear out some of these leper gnomes?
Daylight's burning.
I have an unopened item in my collection. Ah, yes, because I have a authenticator. How do I open up? That's how I open it. I have the appearances, of which I have none. Feels good. Oh, I have no mounts either. I got that. Let me fix my mic's positioning. Alright, so I can open the map by pressing M. Okay. Abilities in 1, 2, 4. Yeah. Don't left click. If you're wondering why all these tips are popping up, it's because I decided to start fresh for the recording. But I have played quite extensively. Not good, but I have a lot of hours. It'll really show itself later on. First level, I know pretty well for pretty much everything. Speaking of which, I know well enough to go into my key bindings and change this to nothing. There. Now it's telling me to press M again and go turn in the quest to Nevin.
Greetings.
Well done, Clumsy Whale. My men can take it from here. Let's focus on getting the other survivors out now. Report to Carvo Blast Bolt. I'm going to start preparing my men to leave this place. We can't hold out here any longer. I want you to move to a forward position in the middle of the large room ahead. You should find Carvo Blast Bolt. This isn't Dishonored. He'll give you further instructions. Good luck, Clumsy Whale, and I'll see you on the surface.
Off and away.
Does this never go away? Do I have to close it? Ah, in case I forget them. But, okay. I also have mail from the WoW dev team. Ah, because it's WoW anniversary right now. Decided to start during the 13th.
Salutations.
Did Nevin send you ahead? That means he's getting ready to end the mission, but there are still survivors to be rescued. We have to help them. If we don't do something quick, neither Nevin nor the survivors will make it out of here alive. I'm going to give you my squad's emergency teleport beacon. We still have enough strength and ammunition to fight our way out of here, but those survivors are in no condition to make a run for it. Use the beacon on survivors to arrange for them to be teleported out of here to the safe area my men have set up. Once you've done that, report back to me and we'll make arrangements to get you out of here.
Right.
So I gotta teleport 6 of them. Maybe I'll throw this on a bar. Because I don't like clicking. I don't like ever clicking. Do I actually need to target the guys? Or can I just be like sort of close enough? Nope, gotta target. Good to know. What does this thing look like? I've got no idea. What is that? Like, for some reason I see like a whale slash dolphin. Dolphin. Not
It's
a whale.
too far away.
It's sort of like a blue dolphin jumping, and then there's like the electric background, right? That's not just me, is it? Should I turn off? I kind of like these hints. Right? I'm tempted to
help
turn
you?
them off, but I know Nevin will be pleased with all the survivors you managed to help. I still can't believe you managed to stay so strong down here in the radiation. You seem the shape the other survivors are in. Let's get you to the loading room for decontamination. Withdraw to the loading room. What was that other one called? Saying to the survivors? Yeah, I forgot to read that. Excellent job gathering the other survivors. They, and you, are the reason safe teams keep coming down here. Nevin won't rest until we've found and rescued every possible survivor. Okay. Why did you pop up now? I'm setting my men to the loading room to prepare for decontamination. Please follow them and meet up with Gaffer Coil Spring when you arrive. She'll set you up for decontamination and have you on your way to the surface.
You have a great day now.
Yeah, I feel like I should turn off these hints because I actually know what I'm doing for the most part. But at the same time, they're cool, and I want to know what Blizzard tells people to do. Like, it told me to click on Sinister Strike. Never click. Oh, my action bars are locked. Oh, whatever. Oh, not a fan of that. Alright, we're here with Gaffer Coil Spring now. It's good to meet you, Rogue. We rarely come across survivors as strong and capable as you are. I can help get you decontaminated and on your way out of here. Decontamination. You've been down here in Gnomeregan for a long time, Clumsy Whale, and it's amazing that you've survived and kept your wits so long. We need to get you out. Before we can send you to the surface to join the rest of the gnomes, you have to go through the decontamination process. Just head into the next room and board the Sanitron 500. It will do the rest. It shouldn't even hurt much. When you're all done, check in with Technician Braggle. He'll make sure you get some suitable gear.
Very well then.
So we gotta pick which one we want to ride. And I'm of course going to take the middle one. What tells you? Quest complete, press F. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm missing the cool thing. It just shot me with green electricity. And oh, now it's spraying me with some water. And now it's super shocking me. And now suddenly my crappy brown clothes are black.
Interesting.
There, now you're fit to head off to the surface and start your new life. The High Tinker will be delighted to hear of your arrival to the surface. Nevin has just sent word that he and his men are making their way to the surface. They'll be waiting for you in the building that Safe has established as its headquarters. See Torben Zapblast over there? Talk to him when you're ready to head to the surface, and he'll arrange to have you transported up there. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Clumsy Whale, and I'm honored to have played a small role in helping you escape from Gnomeregan to start your life on the surface. Alright,
Be seeing you.
to Torben.
Greetings.
Torben Zapblast, Teleportation Solutions Engineer at your service. Send me to the surface.
Alrighty then.
I totally didn't read surface during that. That didn't happen.
Hey.
To the surface. Oh yeah. It's good to see you again, Clumsy Whale. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to get so many survivors out of Gnomeregan this time. Everyone is going to be thrilled to meet you and hear your story.
Off and away. Pleased to meet you.
Alright. The future of Gnomeregan. It's a victory for us every time we're able to help another survivor escape from the contaminated halls of Gnomeregan. Rogues like you will play an important part in the future of Gnomeregan. Too many Gnomeregans. To that end, our leader, High Tinker Mechatork, has assembled a team of trainers to help you learn your arts. Kelsey Steelspark, a member of the Gnomeregan Covert Ops, will help oversee your training and adjustment to life on the surface. She should be in the council tent to the northwest.
You have a great day
I get
now.
a vibro knife. There's also another player there. I didn't actually stop to look at him. Oh, it's doing the thing. Yep. Oh, Kelsey, allow me to introduce Clumsy Whale, who helped us rescue survivors in Gnomeregan. Oh, he also said, follow me, Clumsy Whale, and I'll introduce you to our trainer, Kelsey Steelspark. But he disappeared. While I was looking down here reading, he just up and vanished. What's going on with my mouse? I should fix this. Meh, it'll be fine. I'll fix it in between
you're a tall
episodes. Well, in between recording sessions, because it's not that bad. It's good to meet you, Clumsy Whale. Nevin tells me that you managed to survive the dangers in Gnomeregan by using your wits. That's exactly what we need up here. Clever minds and quick blades. Vibro knife. Meet the High Tinker. Don't know if you'll remember Mechatork or not. Nevin tells me that memory loss is pretty common for a Gnomeregan survivor. Mechatork, or more properly, the High Tinker Mechatork, is the leader of all the gnomes. He has made a habit of meeting with every rescued survivor personally. You should introduce yourself to him. He'll be with his war council beneath a tent in the center of town.
You have a great day now.
So I got my Vibrant. Okay. I have my Keybot. It's different on my account. So I got the Vibrant. Yeah. Nice. Now I can talk to High Tinker.
Welcome, friend.
It's good to meet you, Clumsy Whale. You've probably heard others speaking of Operation Gnomeregan. Let me tell you a bit about what happened and why we left the dwarven city of Ironforge. Fight continues. The dwarves of Ironforge kindly took us in when the Trog invasion and radiation forced us to leave Gnomeregan for the first time, but even the kindness of friends can't quell the longing for home. I sent out a call for brave gnomes and other members of the Alliance to help us regain control of Gnomeregan and defeat the usurper Thermoplug once and for all. We weren't able to achieve everything Operation Gnomeregan set out to do, but Thermoplug is on the run and we're closer to home than ever. Watch the holotable in front of High Tinker Mechatork to learn about Operation Gnomeregan. Oh, cool.
We assembled a mighty force and defeated Thermoplug's servants, fighting our way into the city. But the usurper Thermoplug had one last trick up his sleeve.
Get rid of those tips.
It's too quiet. Where are Thermoplug's defense forces?
No! I won't allow you into my kingdom, usurper! I won't allow it! Activate the ultimate atomic protection system! Disintegrate them all!
It's a trap! That's a fully functional irradiator!
Irradiator
3000.
activated.
Attention.
Emergency. You now have 10
Minutes.
to reach minimum safe distance.
10 minutes? Plenty of time to disarm the device. Hinkles, hand me that whirring bronze gizmo and some fresh spring water. Cogspin, toss me that dirty trog cloth and a handful of copper bolts.
10 minutes? You left the factory setting on? Give me that controller, you idiot!
Attention. Emergency.
You now have
We've got to get out of
10
here.
seconds.
Lapforge, beam us
minimum
back
safe
quickly.
distance.
No, we were forced to retreat. Thermoplug continues to hide behind the radiation, sending his crony Crushcog to harass us here on the surface.
Alright.
Why, hello there. How can I help
Even
you?
now, only the safe teams dare to venture far into the city to search for survivors. Meanwhile, Thermoplug has sent one of his followers, Crushcog, to distract us and buy time for him to dig in. Triumph of gnomish ingenuity. We'll need all the weapons, inventions, and soldiers we can get in order to defeat Razlo Crushcog and his followers. Over to the northeast, you'll find Engineer Grindspark, one of a new generation of brilliant gnomish minds. Why, he hasn't had an explosion in over 3 prototypes. But enough bragging. Engineer Grindspark is working on a bot that he says will help clean up the Toxic Airfield. You should introduce yourself to him and see if he needs any help testing. Alright, I'll do that. He's up here on this hill.
Can I help you?
Are you staying on that thing? Alright. So Mechatork himself has heard of my little project. Splendid. I've almost finished my latest prototype, but maybe you can help me chase down those last few parts. Scrounging for parts. There's just too much to do around here, and too few gnomes on their feet to help. The High Tinker has asked me to start converting some of our old bots and parts from Operation Gnomeregan. I hope to have a new line of multi-bots ready for field tests soon. Don't suppose you'd have some time to help, do you? There are all kinds of parts scattered around. Pick up anything you find and bring it back to me. You never know what could turn out to be useful.
Daylight's burning.
Such as this thing you're 5 feet away from. Or this thing. This little cog. I wonder how many different models there are. So there was that thing, then the cog. Oh, and then the upright cog. Oh, there's another sideways. Oh, I love the gnome starting zone. It's so great, right? It's good. Collecting spare parts, doing some very gnomish engineering things. Ooh. Yes, I'm aware, game. I'm aware how to open the map at this point. Thank you.
Greetings!
Did you get those parts? These are fantastic. Let's see what we can put together. Would you be interested in testing out the prototype once I'm done? I mean, sure, why not? A job for the multibot. If the multibot works, it will help us do all kinds of jobs that are unpleasant or dangerous for us gnomes. After Thermoplug detonated his irradiator at the end of Operation Gnomeregan, toxic clouds and ooze began bubbling up at the old airfield south of town. If we don't get it under control, the contamination could spread to the rest of our lands. Take the multibot with you and bring it close to the geysers and the green pools at the Toxic Airfield. Your bot should spring into action.
Be seeing you.
You want something? It's a time to put the finishing touches on my bot. And last it's finished, arise my, what shall I call you? How about multibot? Arise my multibot. A couple more tweaks should do it, I think. Another quest is available nearby. From Toxic Rocket.
Interesting.
What's left behind? Most of us have seen the sickly and deranged gnomes suffering from exposure to the poisons and radiation of Gnomeregan. Eventually they will devolve further until they become mindless but mostly harmless puddles of toxic sludge. My research suggests that we may even be able to restore them from this state. Go to the Toxic Airfield to the south, subdue the toxic sludge I told you about, and bring back the possessions of the gnomes they once were. So I gotta get 6 recovered possessions. Alright, I can do that. And also, so 6 possessions, but 5 geysers and or geezers. I think they're geysers, right? Geezer's an old person, geyser shoots water. That sounds right. And we've got another quest here, which... Corporal Fizzwhistle.
Hey!
Dealing with the fallout. Toxic Rocket has some crazy theory about these toxic sludges being the last remnants of gnomes. Some men have orders not to engage them for now. However, the Toxic Airfield just south of us is teeming with living contamination. They are elementals composed of contaminated water and other toxic materials. Left unchecked, they'll overrun the town. Will you help us dispose of them? So I get fallout cover and a courier bag.
You have a great day now.
I'll do that. So I have to kill 6 of them. By just, stabbing them over and over again. Yep. I've looted everything. This dagger looks weird.
I need to get closer.
Look at that. Alright. Suck it up, multibot. Hey, it's clearing up.
I'm out of time.
Timer says that it's been 20 minutes now. So I guess I will go ahead and pop in a cut as this bot cleans. And when we come back, we'll finish up these quests. So until next time, this has been Clumsy Whale. Please like and or dislike as appropriate to how you feel. And subscribe if you want to be notified of future episodes. And until next time, see you.